In this presentation, we're going to review how to become an active citizen. And we talked about the reasons that citizens would need to act, and we talked about the fact that communities do have problems. And a community can be on a small scale, like Dayton, or a community can be on a larger scale, like the state of Virginia or even the United States. We talked about the fact that communities are not always perfect, and sometimes things need to be fixed. So, this is what an active citizen would do. First thing you need to do is to obviously figure out what the problem is and ask these questions. Why is it this way? Will it ever change? Is it there for a reason? Who makes sure it happens this way? How can it be different? And should it be different? If you answer yes to these questions, you would move on to the next thing, which is getting information. You have to find information on this topic. Sometimes it's easily available and sometimes it's not. What you do need to realize is that you should get it from a lot of different places. And we talked about the fact that sometimes information is false or inaccurate. So you want to be sure that the information you would need to present for this issue is valid. You'll need to have both sides of the argument. A lot of times, if you do have both sides of the argument, it's a lot easier to argue your point because you're already prepared for what the other side will say. Do think about your views compared to others. If you do this, it will strengthen your argument. And lastly, you should weigh the pros and cons of this. Figure out the good and the bad of the topic you're discovering. Then it's your turn to take a stand. State how you feel about the issue and why you feel that way. You can't just say, I really hate this. You've got to have a reason why. Then it's time to put a plan into action. In your plan, you should tell what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, who can help you, and what is your goal. What is the end goal in fixing this problem? Then you've got to figure out, can you afford this or can the community afford this? Is it something that can actually be done? And will it really work? Your solution might be great, but if it doesn't work, it's not going to be a success.